Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox. I would like to welcome you to the Sunday Book Review. The Sunday Book Review is the series where I discuss books which impact the compliance practitioner, the legal professional, and the business professional. I hope you will enjoy this episode. February 2, 2020, the Mary Higgins Clark, Queen of Suspense edition. Today, in honor of Mary Higgins Clark, who passed away at the age of 92 this weekend, I'm going to dedicate the entire edition to books by Mary Higgins Clark. First up, we have her initial book, Where Are the Children? This is her debut suspense thriller, originally published by Simon & Schuster in 1975. It's the story of a woman whose past holds a terrible secret. Nancy Harmon had been found guilty in a California court of murdering her two young children, but was released from prison on a technicality. Deciding to make a fresh start, she changes her identity, leaves San Francisco, and sought tranquility on Cape Cod. Now she's remarried with two small children, and a murder occurs, and Nancy becomes the prime suspect in this murder. It's a fascinating book that really is great. Next up, The Stranger is Watching. This book is one of my personal favorites. And in this high-octane thriller, Nina Peterson, is alleged murderer, is found guilty and sentenced to be executed in 2 days. In the years since his wife's death, Steve has tried to pull what remained of his life together for their son, in time even falling in love with a talented journalist. But now, when the two most important people in his life are kidnapped, the truth about his wife's psychopathic killer propels Steve into a desperate race against time to save their lives. It's a classic suspense novel. Next up, We'll Meet Again. In this book, Molly Losh has a motive and means to murder her husband, a famous but philandering doctor and founder of a successful health management firm. At least that's how it looks to a jury, who has found her guilty of manslaughter after hearing their housekeeper discover the doctor's body with Molly nearby, covered in his blood. 6 years later, she's released from prison, maintaining her innocence, including to an old friend, an investigative reporter who decide to look into the case. And finally, The Second Time Around. In The Second Time Around, a very charismatic head of a medical company and developer is a supposed miracle vaccine disappears without a trace. Reporter Marcia DiCarlo is assigned the case. She is already close to the story as her stepsister is married to the missing genius. She is hardly a fan, though, especially after it's revealed he may have absconded with large sums of money belonging to both investors and his employees. Yet when she looks deeper into the company, not is all as it seems. The more pressing question is whether she'll get to the truth before the corporate conspirators get involved and get to her. So these are four of my favorite Mary Higgins Clark book. She is an author who began her writing career later in life, and she certainly is an inspiration to anyone who wants to write or dreams of being a writer. Her work is universally recognized, and she is indeed the Queen of Suspense. I hope in her honor you will pick up one of these or her other numerous books and check them out. This is Tom Fox again. Thank you for indulging me in this special edition of the Sunday Book Review. Today is Super Sunday, of course, February 2. And if you're in the United States, I hope you have a favorite for today's Super Bowl, and that I hope you will get to sit down and watch the Super Bowl. If you're not a football fan, I know you will enjoy the ads. That's my wife's favorite part. So enjoy Super Sunday. Have a very safe Super Bowl party if that's where you're headed, and I look forward to visiting with you again next week on the Sunday Business Review. I hope you've enjoyed this production of the Sunday Book Review, which is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.